Welcome back, fellow Unity enthusiasts. In today's tutorial, we're gonna continue writing our editor window for all our scriptable objects and edit it in one window. If you didn't watch our previous episode, go and watch it and return to continue. Let's get it started. So we need a scriptable objects to manage our scriptable objects in Unity, basically. So first of all, before that, we're going to the extended window editor, and here we have a serializable class, public class, and then name it tabs or tab. And inside that, we need a few fields. First one is public GUI content and name it label. Next one is public GUI content. This one is index label. Next one is public type boolean and then just parent. It's a parent tab for our uh, window editor. And next one is important one is a list of our tabs, and the name of it will be child tabs. Next one is public object in the Unity engine object and then content. Yeah, this will work for now. And next thing we need, I told you, we need a scriptable objects to store all our scriptable objects that we want to show in our window. So we create another script called game data in it. And inside that we can get rid of this, put it into our namespace, and then we need this to be serializable, and then we need this to be scriptable object. And inside that, we just want two things. First thing is serialized field public list our tabs, and then our public method type string get name. And inside this return just name. Yeah. And we can create the scriptable object inside our asset. So inside that we didn't pass the create asset menu. File name will be game data and menu name will be like RTS game data. Go back to the Unity and in our asset string RTS and then game data. So we create that, and then we have our list, and inside that we can specify our tabs. So first one will be, for example, units, and inside this child tabs we can assign our scriptable objects. So first one will be villagers, and in the content we pass our scriptable object itself. Yeah, basically like this. And next one will be infantry, and we can pass our content and so on. Next one will be archer. So, and then we can do another tab for buildings, and inside this child we can pass, we have just one. So label will be barracks, and for the content itself we pass the barracks scriptable objects. And for example, town center, we pass the town center. And next one will be for resources. First one will be a stone, and I will be continue doing this to end of my all scriptable objects. This is our scriptable object to handle our tabs. And next thing, we're going to the our RTS editor helper. If you don't know what is this, you can go watch previous episodes for editor scripting, and I'll explain all this in that tutorial. This is a method for getting our dictionary of game data and the name of it. But this is for many scriptable objects, for example, all the basic actions, all the basic buildings, all the basic units. But in this case, we just need one variable, but I will do the same thing for this. This will work. So enumerable, this will be game data, and so after that we need the static method for dictionary, and string, and our game data itself, get game data. I will copy this one will be game data, and inside that we can just copy this, and here we pass our game data to dictionary and contains, no, not this one, game data, and here we just pass game data. So this is a filters. I explained this in our tutorial, but I will show you again. If you put this exactly in our projects tab, you can see all the scriptable objects with that type, exactly that type, not the name, just type, like basic actions, basic units, basic buildings, and so on. And then we need to get our game data here so we can use it through our editor. So that's it. Change the name of it and done. The next thing we have to write our window itself, the game data manager window. So let's add another script here. So game data window, and here we can inherit from our extended editor window. So after that, we can go for write our onGUI method for draw our scriptable objects inside our window. So inside that, first of all, we need a game data. So game data equal to RTS editor helper and get our game data. So first of all, first thing is false and then null. Okay, this has to be public. Yeah, we don't have the game data. For storing that, say private game data and then our game data. It has to be dictionary string game data, yeah, like this. But this false, it's not for required test. So we're going to the game data and add another boolean require null, because we don't need one null variable or one null index for identify unassigned or something like that. So we pass this here because I add one require null for our try all get assets file. If the required null was true, just add one unassigned asset file. Okay, you don't need that here. Okay, you have to pass the false for the initial. This one. Okay, we can just pass nothing for that because all the things are initial for this public method. So going back to the game data window, and first thing before we start drawing our scriptable objects, let me just write this method for public static and then void our show window, and inside that we have to go for game data window. Our window equal to get window type of game data window and then name it game data. So we have a notation for that. So menu item, and inside this we have to, like for example, our window and then game data. So yeah, go back to Unity and then get that. Go for game data. Yeah, this is our window, but we have some errors. It doesn't matter. We didn't write anything. So yeah, game data will be get from here. Everything is okay. Game data. Yeah, we have the name here. And let's go to our window and GUI layout. Dot begin horizontal, and we end this horizontal. This is for our screen size, screen, but horizontal and horizontal. And inside this, we can go for our sidebar. First of all, like before, we can just copy from the game manager window because the all thing is duplicate. So we're going for styles and then our label. We don't need the label, but we can copy our styles and then our sidebar. It's vertical all the way down. Yeah, we don't have the sidebar, so public boolean. Yeah, we don't need these, so we can remove that. And for the tabs, we can go through our variable I and then game data tabs. So we have to get our game data tabs inside our scriptable object. So for that, we're going to for each in game data, and inside that the variable will be in data, and inside this we need a game data variable and data equal data dot value, and we need a game data tabs list for that, handling our private list, our we need tab variable, and then our game data tabs will be new list tab. Yeah, something like this. And we need another one for selected subtabs. So going for selected subtabs, and then let's go. Our game data tabs will be data.tabs. Yeah, something like that. Get all of them. So after that, we have to draw our tab bottoms. So for that, going for loop, we have to need write a for loop, and then and then our game data tabs dot count. So inside this for loop, we have to get our tab, call it tab equal game data tabs index I, and then our editor GUI layout dot begin vertical. So inside this, first of all, we have to end this. So editor GUI layout dot end vertical. Inside that, we need a GUI style. So GUI style, because we have to decide our current tab it's selected or not. So style will be equal to current tab. We don't have that for now. So if was I selected tab style, if it's not, that's default tab style. So we need a private int for our current tab. So after our style, if our sidebar was true, just draw it. Draw our tab. This tab and then our I index of it. So we have to go for this tab, yeah, something like that. I can name this index for better understanding. And then inside this, we need another GUI style. Style equal our current tab is equal to index. If it's true, it will be selected tab style. So for that, we need to specify this selected tab style to be global. So both of them. Something like that. Selected tab style. If it's not, just tab style. Default tab style. Yeah. After that, we need parent style, because in our game data we have one tab for units and then child tabs like villager, infantry, and then like archer. So we have to separate them with styles so we can visually can see which one is the parent, which one is the tab itself, like villager, infantry, and all of them. So we need another GUI style for that. So parent style equal new GUI style from style, because it's kind of similar, but we have, for example, alignment. We can go for text anchor with the middle left, something like that. And then, for example, our font style will be bold, and our border, just bottom, will be 2, something like that. So now we can draw our bottom. So GUI layout, type of toggle, and then current tab will be equal index and tab dot label the text, and then parent style for this, and current tab equal to index. So after that, we checking if our tab is just parent and the current tab equal to index. We can go for, first of all, if current tab was bigger and equal tab dot children tab dot count, current sub tab will be equal to 0. I will tell you why that is. First of all, I have to duplicate this for current sub tab. So when we select our, for example, our archer, our current sub tab will be, for example, 2. And after that, in our building, we just have index 0 and 1. And it has to be if our current sub tab bigger than our children tabs itself, just put it 0. Yeah, because we don't get any error. So after that, going for editor GUI layout, let's begin vertical and end this. Yeah, inside this we can go for editor GUI and indent level plus plus and minus minus, because we have children. So for our tab dot children tabs dot count, because our tab is just parents, so we have children, so we can draw that children too. So first of all, we have get another tab. Child tab will be our tab dot child tabs with index I, and then we need another method for draw our children tab. So we can create that. First of all, child tab and I. So we can create that. Inside this, just our selected sub tabs will be add our tab with this tab. Yeah, and then our GUI style again will be style will be current. Our sub tab if equal to index selected tab style, if not tab style, and then we have to simply draw that. So GUI layout with toggle, yeah, our current sub tab equal to index tab label dot text, and then our style. If we click that, just current sub tab will be equal to index, yeah, something like that. We can draw our children too. So after that, we have to go see the result. Why are we getting this error? Okay, let's go to the OTS editor. Yeah, here we pass game action, yeah, game data. So yeah, now we can see our unit, buildings, results and actions, but we cannot see our subtabs. Yeah, we draw our children. Yeah, so because of this just parent, let's go see. Yeah, the unit will be just parent. All of these first tabs will be just parent. First elements will be just parent. Yeah, something like that. So we can go through our tabs and we can say our which one is the parent, which one is the villager, and which one is the children. Okay, so let's go draw our window for each of these scriptable objects. Let's go in on GUI section, and after we're done with our tabs button, let's go create our editor GUI layout dot begin horizontal. Inside it, we'll be using box type, and then GUI layout dot expanded height will be true because we want to go all the way down, and then we can end this. So editor GUI layout dot end horizontal. Inside this, we have to draw our objects, our properties. So we're going for for loop index, and then our selected tab, selected subtabs dot count, and we're going for if our index will be equal to current subtab. Going for GUI layout. First of all, add a label for that. So label, selected tab, subtabs, index dot label the text, and our editor style dot bold label. Yeah. After that, if our selected subtabs index dot content wasn't null, we're going for draw our object selected subtabs index dot content. We're going for draw our object. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, did that horizontal, yeah? Yeah. This will be vertical and vertical. Yeah, something like that. And now we can update. Yeah, we have another issue here. So I'm going to the resources. Yeah. Let's go to the code, and then we can go for don't will be duplicated. So first of all, for each for loop, we can go for clear. So before this, we're going for selected tabs dot clear, because it's keep adding each of them. We don't need that. So yeah, after tabs, going for yeah. Let's go. I don't know why is that. Oh, I think the issue is here. Yeah, we put selected current subtab if bigger and equal to that. Okay, and now good to go. And when we select Archer and go to the building, it will put the barracks for the selection, not missing, because this is 0, 1, 2, and in building we don't have any 2 index. Something like that, and then we can update our scriptable objects in one window. But I want to add one another tab here for our game data. Let's go do that. Oh, wanna forget that. I have to apply here, because inside the individual game data window we didn't update any serialized object. We change this, it will be changed. Okay, so let's go to the game manager window and do another tab, call it game data, and for another case, let's say case 2. If it was case 2, put it outside this, so break, and here we need our game data window. So let's go for getting that. We're going for private game data window, and then we're going to get that. So we're going for unenable, public unenable, and inside this we have to get our game data window. So our game data window will be create instance of it, type of game data, and then game data window dot hide flags equal to hide flags dot hide and don't save. Okay, hide and don't build, hide and don't save, and that would be just don't show it in our hierarchy or something like that. Okay. And let's go inside this and game data our on GUI. It's not working. Yeah, our game data window here, and the game data window. Yeah. So on GUI we can put this in a begin windows and end windows. Yeah, put it here. So let's go our game manager, our game data, and we can go inside that. Yeah, something like that, and we can manage our game through our game design easier. You can put any game object you want to edit inside here, and any scriptable object here, and so on. Basically any object, because our draw object will get object and convert it to the serialized object. If you don't know this code, you can go watch our previous episode and you get all this explanation for other code used through this tutorial. Okay, and comment down below what kind of videos do you like to see in the future tutorials, and for any other language and other things like Django, Python, something like that. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content. I will see you in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching. Bye.